Hello everybody and welcome to a bit of a new adventure for this page. I have my other page which I document other things, but this one is going to be geared more towards aviation stuff, model aviation stuff, and just general stuff for us rather than what my other page focuses on. So what this video is about is unboxing of a CARF Skygate L39 kit. Now this is not my kit. I was talking with one of my buddies earlier this year, and he asked me what my dream plane was, and I told him it was a CARF Skygate L39 plane, and he's got much more money than I have, so he decided to buy one. And this is his. So I'm going to get the opportunity to build it for him, but this is step number one of the unboxing. So the way this plane showed up is we had two boxes show up for some of the accessories. Now these accessories I believe came from Germany. Let me just look here. Yeah, pretty sure they came from Germany. So this basically is, I've obviously already opened up these ones. The plane just showed up today and I haven't opened those up. So my lovely wife is the camera person. So we have the typical CARF header tank and some tubing and all that type of stuff which came. What else do we got here? The pneumatic kit. So this is the pneumatic kit for the speed brake. Now the owner of the plane is going with servos on the gear doors, but we decided to keep it air on the speed brake. And I was super impressed with these cylinders, AirTech cylinders, L39 speed brake it says there, but just massive size cylinders. Really, really nice. So that's the pneumatic kit for it. There's some Festo tubing in there, some Festo tees. Also with the pneumatic kit comes a Jetronics dual action valve. So that's to actuate the speed brake. And then we have the large CARF fuel tank, which I believe is around 5 liters of volume. I do have a CARF Tudor plane. This is the same footprint as the Tudor tank. It's just substantially taller. So this tank can actually fit in the Tudor if you wanted more fuel capacity. So I believe it's about 5 liters, so it's somewhere in that range. So that was the first accessory box that came shipped separately. The second accessory box was the tailpipe. So the tailpipe looks good. I pulled this out yesterday, took a peek at it. This is the L39 tailpipe. So this is the rear section. If you come close to the front here, this would be where the bell mouth mounts. So you can see the little holes for the bell mouth, but this is going to be the hot section. So the turbine will be mounted here, feeding into the tube, and this will be the portion that comes at the rear of the plane. And this is stainless, this is aluminum, but it's fastened really nice, so this isn't going anywhere. So great quality exhaust tube, not quite as thick as what you'd maybe find in the like the CARF Tudor. The tailpipe is really thick, or the Ultra Flash, the older version anyways, used to have a really thick tailpipe. So anyways, great pipe. Good quality pipe. So that's the stuff that we opened first. This is the stuff that showed up today. So I don't know, obviously the fuselage is in this box. I'm thinking this might be the rear vertical, but I think we're going to open this box first and we'll see what's inside here, and then we'll open the fuselage next and see what's in there. So I'm super excited for this, guys. This is definitely one of CARF's top kits. It is absolute museum quality is what guys say, so should be really nice kit. So let's open this up. I'm just going to make a room over here. Alright, so inside the box, what do we got? Oh, we got some beautiful pieces. So it looks like we have the elevators here. Now these are the typical standard CARF bags that come with their planes. Oh, and they even have Velcro installed now, which is super cool. Okay, so this is the elevator section. Let's put this on the table here so we can take a look at it. So yeah, beautiful elevator section. You can see all the rivet details here if you guys can pick that up. Awesome detail on that. So it totally makes sense when these other guys are saying that have built this plane already, that this is like a museum quality plane. So absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna put those back in the elevator bags. All right, next it looks like we have some wings. So I'm going to open both of the wings just so we can inspect everything, but I'll do them one at a time. All right. Very nice bags. Okay guys, so here is the elevator, or the, this would be the left wing. Ooh boy. Yeah, super nice rivet detail. Even has screws, the screw detail and everything. Flip this over. You can see on the inside of the gear here, everything's laminated with carbon fiber and aircraft plywood. And the top of the wing is all carbon. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So it looks like it's in good shape. The boxes were all shipped perfect, so there was no issues with the boxes. Pop that one back in, and we'll take a look at the right wing. Alright guys, so here is the right wing. Same thing as the other one. Beautiful scale details. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. They've gone as far as painting all this area black already for you, which is just beautiful. Usually that would be all unfinished in one of their standard kits or most kits. And you can see all the detail there and the finishing. Super cool. Very nice. And we'll take a shot of the end here, if you can grab that, Katie. So just showing all the detail. So the internal flap mounting of the servo, all the carbon on the wing, the top and bottom skins are all carbon. Very nice. Awesome. Okay, we'll pop that guy back in and we'll get on to the fuselage. All right, fuselage box time. just so you guys have an idea of the size of this box, it is 6 feet 5 inches long, 21 inches wide, and we're at 24 inches 2 feet tall. That is the dimensions of the fuselage / everything else box. Let's see if we can get this off. Woo-wee. So that is the fuselage. All right, guys, we're going to open this up. So all CARF planes that I've ever opened before are all packed absolutely beautifully. And they're very, very well thought out. And they're packed extremely well. I've never had one show up with any damage or anything, but obviously that stuff can happen. What do we got first? To me, it looks like the canopy.
That is a ginormous canopy.
Yeah, it sure is. It's a big plane.
So we could buy a new car, or we could buy a plane.
Plane. Oh boy. Don't tell Stacy's wife that though. Except she knows. Okay, so we got a canopy. So here is the clear insert. I'll set that over here. And the canopy itself. Very cool. Now, one nice thing about the canopy that I've been reading about is it comes with this insert. So basically, you mount your glass and everything in there. This insert goes in afterwards and just hides all the garbage details. So looks like a nice finished look. So very, very cool piece. Not super exciting, but it is massive. Alright, so that's canopy. What do we got next? Now, one thing I'm not super excited about, if you can bring the camera in here, is they tucked the elevator in, or sorry, the rudder portion, the vertical, on the side of the box here. Doesn't really excite me because there's nothing protecting it there. So it would have been nice to see them put a piece of foam in there. So hopefully this is undamaged. We'll see. I'm sure it's fine, but all it takes is one kick from the outside of the box and that could easily get damaged. So, looks like everything is just fine. So that's the rudder section, nice big fin, and you can see all the
Let's see
detail
that
in
again.
there.
That's ginormous.
It's big, yeah. When the plane's built and sitting on its gear, that will be sitting right there on me. Okay, so here's the the internal rudder linkage and everything, which is super cool. Rudder servo, I'm assuming, goes down there, and the rods feed into here, but super, super nice detail. Lots of beautiful construction. So that is the rudder section. Very, very nice. All right, let's see what we can find next. Looks like, wow. So the main fuselage you can see is in there. That's the largest single piece. And this, we'll open this next, but this should be the nose cone and probably the rear section. So the nose cone adds another 2 feet to the plane. Right, we have a 6-foot box, and then we've got the tail section, which adds another 2 feet to the plane. And yeah, exciting. What do we got here? That is I don't know what that is. Some sort of hardware, probably for the canopy or something. Okay. Okay, so this is the nose cone. We'll look at that in a second. Whew. So here's our rear section of the plane, or the fuselage. So just awesome. They did all the detail they put in here. It looks like this is a completely separate piece, and it's all screwed in place, just like the scale stuff is. So
They actually look like little screws.
yeah,
I don't know if you
yeah,
can
they look like little screws, eh?
see that.
Very, very cool. You can see them up here too. So that's what they're talking about when they're talking about the museum quality, and that is. One of my favorite things about this plane is just the internal structure and how it's all built. So very, very cool. Absolutely awesome. Love it. Whew, big. All right, nose cone. Okay, nose cone, what do we got here? So nose cone, awesome. Just a standard nose cone, everything's in good shape. Little bit of unfinished seams on the underside, which is kind of typical of the CARF kits. But yeah, that is there. Door, pre-hinged, which is nice. And then here's the internal structure. So not a lot of formers going on, but very, very solid construction. There's no play in that front door, so absolutely beautiful. And again, scale details on the inside of the door as well too, which is nice. So that's the nose. Now the fun part, guys.
All right, fuselage time.
Light. Look how big that is. Okay, ready? This is just the main part of the fuselage. And I'm 6 feet tall. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Oh yeah, wing tubes in there. And that should be everything. So that's the wing tube. Looks like the same diameter as the CARF Tudor kit. I think it's 30 millimeters or something, but it's a lot smaller. The Tudor wing tube's about this big. So anyways, that's the wing tube. And let's get into the fuselage. Wow. Very cool. There's quite a bit of me that's a little bit jealous that this isn't my plane, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll open these things up individually and see what they are. Just little accessory things as we pull them out. And then we will get into the fuselage. Okay, so that's a portion for the rear end somewhere. Here's all of our details that go on the wings. These are so this is the speed brake doors themselves. So these will be air actuated, but that's the speed brake doors. And what else do we got? Lots of goodies. This is the scale light covers. So those are for the wingtips. Those, I'm not sure where they go on. But anyways, those are all the Albatross lighting cover set. And that looks like it's something funky. Oh, that's going to be for the rear end where the exhaust comes out. So this is the insert that goes in. This is the tank tray. I'm not going to open that. It's the tray that the fuel tank sits in. What we got here? Feels like control rods or something. Oh yeah, these are, I think, are the elevator control rods. So those are exceptionally sizable. There's a magnet in there. I don't know what that's for, but let's not lose that. But yeah, so these will control, I think the elevator servos sit somewhere in the back end, but anyways, that's the control rods for the elevator. So very, very sizable. There's no other piece of magnet stuck in there. Alrighty, what is this? And how do we get it out? Ooh, the bypass. So we got our bypass. So that's where the turbine sits, and that is extremely sizable. So this is the piece that mounts onto the tail, the exhaust pipe. And this is really, really thick in there. Not typical CARF size. The typical CARF size one would be substantially smaller than that. But of course this uses a big turbine in this plane, so that's a beautiful piece right there. Alright guys, we're getting close to the end. Those are all the, I think, NCAA inlets or something like that. I can't remember what exactly they're called, but that's them. These are, what's that? Just some sort of, they look like the doors. Oh, gear doors, that's what they are. I'm not going to open those just because they're not super exciting and I want to keep them wrapped up. So gear doors. And I think that's pretty much everything that we're going to pull out of here. Okay. This looks like the manual and some odds and ends. Alright, so what do we got here? We got special parts. So just random Velcro, some carbon material, and then just some other parts for the build. So that's what's in there. We have our various formers and pieces of plywood that we'll need to complete the build. Looks like the battery tray for the nose, things like that. So that's all part of the build. And then we got the manual, which is available online or when you buy the kit right there. So that is the pieces. I don't think there's anything else in here, but one of the coolest things about this kit that I absolutely love is this. So these pieces come off, the intakes come off. Absolutely beautiful how they're constructed. Right, so they slide into the little keyhole slots and then the pins go in there. There's a magnet right there, and there's a magnet that's supposed to be right there. That's probably, I think there's another one up there. Oh no, there's both magnets are there, and then we got 3 pins. So the magnets keep them in place, but because they're moving backwards with the plane, that won't be an issue. But absolutely beautiful inside there. Let me grab my flashlight so you can see better. So gorgeous. Beautiful. Pull the other door off. I'm just going to take that from my lovely camera person, Katie, and just go through a couple things here, guys. So here's the front section, and I haven't really paid really close attention to the manual yet, but I'm not sure if the gear mounts in here or if it mounts in the nose section. But anyways, there's the front former work. There's not a lot of formers in this plane, but it's really, really stiff construction and not very heavy. Tank mounting area is right here. And there's the tray that goes in, and you can see the back section here, how much space is available, right, to get in here. Your engine's going to mount right there. And then definitely one of the coolest things is the size of these doors are absolutely nuts. And then looking from the back end, there's the back end there. You can see Katie through there. So I'm going to flip this over. We'll just take a quick look at the gear doors. Yeah, not heavy at all. Like probably, if I had to guess, maybe 3 or 4 pounds. Not heavy at all. Wow. So we've got our bolts right here. These are the wing fastening bolts, right? So those will be accessible through the gear doors. But just look at the size of these doors, guys. Just huge. I'll grab my tape measure again. They look like dinner plates. So 8 inches by 6 inches. So you need some pretty hefty servos to mount on there. So, but anyways, that's the doors. So they're already pre-hinged. They definitely need a little bit of work as they're not lined up super nice, but that's totally part of the build anyways. So, but that's the underside of the plane. So I think that is about it, guys. That is the unboxing of the CARF L39 kit. Now my plan is during the construction phase of this plane, I'm going to be doing some build videos on this plane, and I'll be uploading them to my channel. And I'll try and cover as much detail as possible, but it's not going to be like, look, I put some glue here. At least that's not what I think it's going to be. It'll just be substantial stages and stuff. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing video. If you have any questions, list them below, and I will try my best to answer them. But looking forward to building this beautiful plane. And thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, wherever, whenever you may be watching this, and we will see you guys in the next video.